Okay, so what are some of the major primary research methods? Well, generally, as a smaller business or a startup venture, when you're trying to collect information, you're not going to be able to implement wide-scale methods to collect data because that requires an immense amount of resources that you otherwise are employing into the development of your product or service. And you may not be able to purchase outside information from third parties to use that information, or pay third parties to collect data or information for you so you can use that in making decisions. So you undertake primary research. Well, some of the primary methods are direct personal contact with your customers. This is any method that you use to personally interview them, to speak with them, to see what their preferences are, so you can understand what their opinion or orientation is about your product, service, or idea. So this could take place face-to-face, which has its benefits and detriments. Benefits, you're able to expand upon questions and quickly respond to answers to try to dig more information, but you run into the risk that the individual does not want to be fully forthcoming or negative about your product or service, so you might not get complete or good qualitative information there, or some bias that the individual doesn't want to harm their relationship with you or hurt your feelings by giving you negative feedback. You may be able to do it over the telephone, which alleviates some of the personal interaction woes there, that you interact with a customer or any individual that you're surveying over telephone. Again, this has its pluses and minuses. The social anxiety aspects are less prevalent in the phone interview type situations, but you're also going to have individuals that are potentially less engaged than individuals who you're speaking with in person. You can use indirect surveys sent to individuals. Again, that relieves the greatest level of social anxiety or the worries that you will hurt someone's feelings, or the negative social impacts or sociological impacts of the person being surveyed, their answers. But to the downside is you have the greatest level of disengagement. Individuals are less apt to read thoroughly the questions to provide insightful answers. You don't have much room to seek immediate feedback or to elaborate further upon questions and things like that. So that's an issue. Lots of times individuals will try face-to-face, businesses will try, who are testing the market, will try to get the benefits of a face-to-face meeting and eliminate the social anxiety features by using focus groups. And these are getting large groups of people together to test their opinions on certain things, aspects of your business. So anything that you're trying to determine or find out relevant, qualitative or quantitative information about your business based on their feedback or their demographics as to how they see your product, service, or idea. So you can record this, again, in group, again, eliminating some of the social anxiety, but still get the quality information and the ability to follow up on questions that you get through personal interaction again. And then lastly, you can do public observation. And this, again, you're not interacting directly with potential customers or past customers, etc. You are observing the general behavior of individuals who are relevant to your business, that are potential customers, or just the population in general, to see how they react in given situations, see what their preferences are, see what their activities are in a given situation. You're trying to do something as to how your business can orient itself to fit within their desires, needs, or wants. Again, so observing the public generally. I guess let me give you an example really quickly. Say you're a competitor for a food item, and you wanted to see how individuals reacted with regard to these food items in a supermarket setting, in a small boutique store setting, etc. You may actually go to the grocery store and observe the individuals shopping for this item and record that information, whatever characteristics you're trying to identify about the customer. Okay.